Good morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are. I'm so happy that you're here with me today. This concept has been on my mind heavy for years now, actually. I'm really into a variety of styles and trying to hone in on one or another specifically just has never really worked for me in a way that I have one that's quite literally my favorite or one that I only want to do. I feel that learning and understanding multiple styles is what makes us stronger and what makes us more resilient as professionals. So if you're watching this today, then that means that you have invested in the program specifically for contemporary technique and choreographic retention. So, because this is not a normal, let me just come in and take a class real quick and go on about my day. This isn't that type of session. I wanted it to partly be technique and working on choreography and working on getting things down fast and professionally. But I also wanted it to honestly and truly be about the process that goes into defining your professional goals here. So, as a part of this video series, I would like to give you guys a little bit of, I guess you could call it homework, but really and truly, I want you to do it right now before you get started, before you start moving and getting active and getting yourself into the mindset of dancing. I want you to take a few minutes to work on this prompt that I'm going to give you. So many times we want to automatically work on the physical part of this career path, and a lot of times that means that dancers miss out on the mental preparation and the goal preparation for having enough resilience to not quit. Because no matter how talented you are, it only gets you as far as your business experience and skills will get you. Nobody in this industry really gets lucky. A far few every once in a while, but not many. You have to hone in on exactly what you want to achieve, how you want to get there. And for some people, that is overwhelming. I know that for me, in the beginning, it was definitely overwhelming. Honestly, I was in college and joined the dance program halfway through because I finally got accepted into it. And even though I was in a dance program, I had realized that I honestly had no idea what I wanted to do with it as a career. I thought it was good enough that I just knew I wanted to dance. And I was like, well, that's it. That's where I'm at. That's where everybody else around me is at. We just know that we like to dance, and that's okay. And the rest will work itself out. We'll get discovered at some point as long as we work really hard on our technique. Nope. Trust me, I got opportunities, but because I didn't know my boundaries and my goals fully, I took opportunities that I probably shouldn't have. And there were other times where I passed up opportunities that I probably should have taken because my brain didn't know. My brain knew that I wanted to dance, but it didn't know what direction to go in. So, before we get started, the prompt I would like to give you right now is to find your why. You have to figure out, at the end of the day, when you lay your head down on your pillow, what is it that is motivating you to dance? So let's elaborate on that. How can you take this thing that feels good and figure out how to use it and mold it for something that you want? And you have to figure out what that thing that you want is. It might be more than one thing. It might be 20 things. that's a little overwhelming for today. If you can narrow it down a little bit, I'd like you to focus on 5 very general goals that you want to achieve as a dancer. I mean general goals. As in, one goal could be, I want to get good at hip hop. Technically speaking, that's a very general goal. I'm not worried about making it super specific right now. First, we need to get your mind rolling in some type of direction. And you know what? You might already be at that point of, oh, I've got all my goals figured out. I've got this, that, and the third. I'm good. But if you're watching this and you're like, I love dancing, I love what I do, but other than just wanting to perform, I don't actually know what my goals are for the long term. And you have to know that stuff, because the way the brain works is, and I'm sorry, it is windy, so I'm sorry if that is affecting the audio. So yeah, the brain, the way it works is it needs something to grab onto and visualize. If you just keep telling your brain, oh, well, I love to dance and that's about it. You know, I love to dance. I don't know what I want to do with it, but I love to dance. Well, what you're going to do is your brain is not going to be able to take a vague type of thing like that and conceptualize it realistically for your career. What that's going to do is it's just going to make your brain say, oh, okay, well, you like to dance. Okay, so we don't really have any type of direction. We don't have any boundaries formed. So we don't really know what we want to do and what we don't want to do. So we're going to take random opportunities. We're going to miss out on random opportunities too, because we don't even know that they're opportunities that we should be taking, because we don't know what we want. And basically, we're just going to kind of sift and just play a guessing game throughout our life and our career, and probably end up disappointed in 10 or 15 years because we're going to wonder why we never made it. Because making it isn't an accident. Making it isn't something you just stumble on. Making it is hard work and very materialized, measurable goals that you push towards every single day. It doesn't just happen. You don't just go into a studio or take a class or go to college for it and suddenly you're a professional. No, you're a professional because you've done the work, you've done the research, you've figured out how to hone in on your resume, you've figured out how to reach your goals in a realistic manner with a realistic timeline. Already got your creative juices flowing here. And you need to pause this video and write down 5 goals that you want to reach as a dancer. I don't care how big the goals are. Another thing, if you don't know what you want, you also might not know what you don't want. So you know how some people don't have any standards in their romantic relationships? They don't really know what they're worth, so they take anything that comes their way. A lot of dancers are like that too. A lot of dancers don't know what they really want and don't know what they're really worth as a professional. So they take any opportunities that come their way. And sometimes it's grimy, or sometimes it's way too cheap for what they're worth. Not the leaf in my hair. So you have to start honing in on what you want and go after it full force. And that'll give you motivation, having those goals in place in the future ready for you. That journey is going to be so much more productive and positive, and it's going to feel so much better because you will know. Okay, motivational speech over here. Take your time with the goals, just 5, and I will see you in the dance session.